We're getting ready to go live stream. All right, we are streaming live right now. Somebody with the initial JD is in there, we are streaming live.
Hey,
That's it.
Okay.
still hanging on, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Only won't hear the echo.
That's much older.
Okay, so we good?
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah.
Only won't hear the echo.
If I expand, it's all tiny, right? Then we don't have to. We don't want to listen to it again, right?
Can you hear me now? No, you closed the browser, right?
It's all tiny, right? That's the right one. We don't want to listen to it again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, technology.
Yeah.
Got a big relay.
The right one. We don't want to listen to it again.
Well, that's very confusing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
About it, in 2 years I'll get it. Just like, there's too many windows open.
Last week's minutes or something. Oh, wants to order there? President?
So do you have the attendance taken down?
Yep,
Okay.
what's up?
You call the meeting to order at 6:12.
Got it? The second page is in your stack is the July 16th, 2026 board meeting minutes. Which does carry on to the second page.
Is there a motion to accept the minutes?
Did you make the motion, Dave?
I make, yeah.
Okay. Second, thank you. Can I ask all in favor? I didn't look at the permit log today. Can't get to that on.
I'll put my laptop up. You want to move to the next one?
So let me drop down to the third bullet under old business. The solar ordinance was sent from at the last select board meeting last week. They moved to send the solar ordinance directly to legal review. Because we changed the word handler. They sent that back out for legal review. I asked to be copied on the correspondence. They said yes, but I checked today and it went out. I wasn't copied on that, but I guess maybe they're just assuming to be copied on whatever comes back. I don't know.
I know, change it up.
Thank you. The cemetery ordinance, which we did not present at last week's select board meeting, because I got a note from Christine saying, our agenda is full, we don't have time to do everything, prioritize. And I said, okay, the grant application had to be prioritized because that was due by the end of the month.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
So that's the only thing I prepared for them to do last week was the grant application. which they did give us authorization to submit. So if any of you guys all got copies, that was all submitted. There's another copy of that in the packet here.
Saw that.
So this week, the cemetery and planning board ordinances went to our illustrious liaison, Josh,
Yeah.
who, thank goodness, went over them with another good editorial eye and caught like periods at the ends of sentences.
Thank
And
you.
I said, I write for business where I make lists, I don't put periods.
I saw that.
So it's just, so I'm like, thank you for catching all those. So those, both the cemetery and planning board ordinances have now been forwarded to the select board for their next week's agenda.
Okay,
So we're good on those. We also, you all should have got copied on the note from the select board asking us to make sure that anything we want on the agenda used to be, you had to have it in by Monday, now they want it in by Thursday. So like tonight,
Thursday, yeah,
like tonight, for next week's meeting for the select board.
Yeah.
So if we do changes to the sewer ordinance tonight, we want it on next week's agenda. I'll have to send that to Josh tonight and he'll have to send that to the select board immediately.
oh, okay,
Or we have to wait
another
3
one,
more weeks, 3
Yeah.
weeks. So
okay,
that's the question. So under old business, the application for the Maine Office of Community Assistance grant, I gave you guys a copy of. I'm right here, what we,
This one?
oh, well, you guys all got an email. This is the hard printout copy, which you can take a look at. I didn't make multiple copies of this because you all have it in your email.
yeah, it's an
Yeah,
email.
but I'll attach this to the meeting minutes, so they'll be there as a permanent record. This is basically the content of what we submitted for our grant application.
Yep.
Which is everything we had talked about along with the budget. So we'll see how that flies. I got an acknowledgement that they received it and it's in the queue for review. So that's good.
The only addition, I don't know if looks like it's an addition, no additions to the current law.
Okay, that's good. At least now we can look at that in real time. Yeah.
Cool. House file cleanup progressing. You guys all came early. I did not. I'm so sorry.
It's moving.
I saw progress.
There's progress.
I saw stuff go in the trash. That's progress.
What is that one?
We're cleaning out old files.
Yeah,
Yeah, and some of
That's
it,
always a good thing.
it is. Well, I'd
There's some
say
interesting information.
2 file cabinets got condensed about 10 years ago down to 1. So that
Oh,
was one
that's good.
step, and now it's, that's a lot later. It's time to go back through those again and see what we have. And some of it you have to file for as we retain it over time, and there's rules about what you have to retain. Some stuff we're thinking it's not critical that we retain it, but it's interesting. You can send it to the Historical Society and they'll archive it.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
And then some just in the trash.
Yeah.
So,
In some things, there's multiple copies of the same thing.
People just throw it in the file.
Yeah. Backing up on that, LD 2173.
yes,
So I gave you all copies of what Erica sent us. That frankly.
yep.
So this is the doc that Donna and I got. if you
Okay.
want to review it.
good, good.
It's a pretty good doc.
Yeah,
Well, and I did read through it quickly and it said, there is some advice already there on what we might need to do with our grants. So
Right.
we may not need as much potential outside like consulting help. For those particular grants.
Yeah.
But. So we,
Well, that would be good if we could use it for other things we need to use it for.
so, let's see where we're at the end of the day. Maybe we can put this on our agenda coming up. After we get past sewer.
have we heard anything back from the sewer superintendent?
Yes.
We did,
Yeah, he had sent everybody a copy prior to, maybe right during our last week's meeting.
Hmm.
So those notes are incorporated in you should have 2 things in front of you.
Yep.
That say sewer.
Yep.
One should have a bunch of blue and yellow and I don't know if we have all those.
Yeah, I was just going through it.
One's got all the blue and yellow.
And one's got the corrections. One's the write-up and the markup and one's a clean copy, right?
Right. So when I went through this with Josh, the other day, I said to him, we need 1 marked up copy because what has to be submitted to legal is the most original voted on ordinance with all the changes.
And
And
the
people have been doctoring this ordinance for the last 18 months. So there's a lot of, as Christine mentioned, there's a lot of versions. out there, so I believe this is the latest that has everything in it.
Good,
Yeah.
okay,
And of course, the only thing that still will have to get inserted at the last minute is the month, day, year at the very top of the
Right.
page, and then the footers
Footers.
and the back signature page, right? So, and those dates have to reflect the actual date of the town meeting at which the ordinance is voted in. So I don't want to, if I put in today's date, because like this is our version of it, right? All that dates are gonna change anyway.
Yeah.
Right,
I think those are.
that makes sense.
So if you recall,
it doesn't actually get voted in until the select board looks at it, right?
yeah, well, yes. Now we've asked them to look at it. We made one minor change after
Okay.
Josh Basso took a look at it.
Okay.
So it's from the last ordinance, if you go to, page 3. Main State Plumbing Code, that definition was added.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because there was a question about Main State Plumbing Code or the Universal Plumbing Code.
Right.
And both Josh Basso and the attorney basically said it doesn't matter, they're the same codes.
Same thing, yeah,
However, so let's just make it a definition, make it clear, so everybody wants to go by the Main State Plumbing Code or the NUPC, which incorporates the Universal Plumbing Code with some state-specific amendments. So that definition is now in the definition section. And everywhere throughout this document, hopefully, they did a universal change, right? Find and.
Find your place.
Yes, that said, Universal Plumbing Code gets changed to Main State Plumbing Code.
okay,
So that changes throughout. Which of course, you add a new item in there, all the subsequent lettering has to change, which is what all those things are. The only other change is the question on page 7, section 5, under building sewers and connections.
Mhm.
Josh Basso, the new sewer superintendent, said he likes the original language. However, in an earlier version reviewed by our town's attorney, they suggested this language, which is actually simpler than the earlier language. So I went with the simpler, and I made a comment there that said this was already changed at the direction of the town attorney.
okay,
And I looked up 38 MRS subsection 413. That is the correct.
oh, it's now,
It is.
Oh,
It
okay.
didn't have 413, had something else in there originally, so I made it now the correct one.
okay, all right,
It's why we don't like to put those in, because they change all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But
you have to keep up with
Okay, you gotta change on page 8.
yeah, Universal Plumbing Code went to.
Yep,
The
and then the next one was in,
only other one was on page 10, where we made a change to the horsepower. Because we're allowed to have your garbage disposals.
Half a horse to
Yeah.
a horse, right?
Yeah, we moved it from a half a horsepower to a 1 horsepower or greater.
yep,
That's for homes.
yeah,
That are on the town sewer. And we looked up the average horsepower of a current garbage disposal, and they were all 1 horsepower. And our ordinance has been 10 years old, 15 years old. And it said half a horsepower, so we thought we'd change that.
is this only for people that are on the town sewer?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, if you wanna have a 25 horsepower turbocharged
go for it,
grinder in your
Yep.
house, you go right ahead.
blast it,
page 18.
You have Ruda.
salvage shooter, yeah.
Are there a lot of homes that are connected to the town sewer in Canton?
What is there, about 100?
Not many, right?
Around.
Not enough, 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really isn't,
That's a lot of infrastructure to do to catch everybody in the town.
yeah, well, that's one of the things that the comprehensive plan is for, is you gotta add people to the town water and sewer, so that more people are able to pay for it, keep it affordable.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though I'm on town sewer, and I think they charge $77 a quarter or something, and I'm like,
It's cheap.
I know. Oh, it makes $177.
That's
But
for
still,
water too, right?
no, that's just sewer. That's a sewer, but I don't have to have a septic tank. I don't have to have it pumped.
Yeah, well,
I really don't have to worry about anything that goes down there, because it all. goes
Yeah,
downhill
goes right
over there.
down.
It's- you know,
And I grew up in the city of Boston, and I never heard of septic because everything was
Yeah.
on the city.
Right. Right. Well, I grew up on a septic tank in Michigan. I remember as a kid, we had to dig up the whole septic field in the backyard.
Oh,
At one point, and my father was pretty livid. So, I'm not sure what went down the pipe that caused the problem, but he was not a happy man. So page 18, under sewer use charges, item E. Which E should stay, like this has got it, E looks like it's crossed out, but there should be an E there. I can make sure in the clean copy there's an E. Letter E. So this was the lien process for when people don't pay their sewer bill within a certain amount of time. The lawyer in a previous review had flagged this and said, I don't think this is 100% correct with the current thing. We need to take another look at this. Josh got from Kathy, which I think you all copied on too, a copy of what do we do now for our sewer lien process? Like, what is the process that the town office uses? Because it needs to be consistent with the state statutes. And if we can shorten this and make this simpler and easier to understand, like that's all good.
Right.
Right, so, they were doing all the right things, it's just making it simpler for people to understand. So if you don't pay your bill, there's a lien, so there should be a lien on real estate served or benefited by a municipal sewer and sewer disposal system to secure the payment of service use charges duly established hereunder, which shall take precedence over all other claims on such real estate, excepting only claims for taxes. So the town shall have the same authority and power to collect such service use charges as are granted by 38 MRS subsection, and I looked it up, it's 1050, to treasurers of sanitary sewer districts. And if you go to the state statutes, chapter 38, MRS subsection 1050, it lists the process there that basically says after so many days of non-payment, you got to send a notice. If you continue non-payment, you can put a lien. Lien has to have filed within so many days, and then you have, once that lien is filed against the property for non-payment of sewer bills, they've got another stretch of time. The person had to come and catch up those payments. If they don't, you can eventually foreclose.
Right.
That's detailed in the state statute, and that is the same process that the town office follows. So it didn't feel like we had to go into all that level of detail here, like how
No,
many
no,
of these.
no, we have references.
Yeah, we have a good reference.
Okay.
So your correction needs a period
Where?
on.
Before Josh gets it.
On the corrected one.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Thank you for looking. So that, those crossed out lines, right? I don't
Yeah.
think we have to say that in addition to the lien established hereby, the town may maintain a civil action against the party so charged for the amount of said sewer use charges, any court found, blah, 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 because we have a process in place already for liens
Yeah, makes
and
sense.
foreclosures.
Yeah.
So that actually simplified
Yep.
one paragraph in a 20-page ordinance. I feel like I've accomplished something. Those were the only changes, so it's.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you have to have that lien process this year?
No. No.
That's something that we could strike right from it, or?
Well, I think you have to have the paragraph that says.
Yeah.
That you have the authority to put a lien against non-payment services.
Yeah.
So that's, the first two sentences are there, is fine,
Yeah.
but you don't need that.
All that other detail.
Yeah.
So let me go to the quote. Oh, I don't have a clean copy of that. Oh, no. I gave them all to you guys.
Doesn't that need to be?
Yes. This is why when it's all yellow and crossed out, you can't always see those.
No.
No. Mine has a period. I wonder why they didn't carry over. All right. Double check that. Right there.
That's the only thing I see.
And E.
No, the E is there.
Yep.
The E, yeah, it is there.
Okay.
The E is there.
Okay, because that shows crossed out on mine, but
Is this there?
you can't undo and undo, so if at some point.
Yes.
I think that means.
So we need a motion, yeah?
I think it was.
You have any questions, Josh?
On this,
On the sewer line.
I have one question.
So I moved that Diane add periods where appropriate, and then we send it off to the select board for review.
I second.
Right.
And
All in
All in
favor,
favor.
Diane's busy writing, but she's in favor too.
Okay, so I'll make that one change, get that cleaned up and get that over to Josh tonight, so that he can send it to the select board in time for their meeting next week Thursday.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay.
Now, what does the select board do now? They approve, or what happens at this point?
Well, we have asked them to not necessarily review the content again, because that's not really the job. We've asked them to decide whether they want to send it to town meeting or send it to
Legal.
additional legal review, which it already has. So, and I will, this copy that we have in front of us does not have all of the previous lawyer comments on it, so I'll make sure that the copy that they get that says marked up copy has that one.
Yeah.
And really, I mean, the only other changes we found in here were really about, this was the ordinance that when it was enacted 20 years ago, whenever the sewers were put in, somebody took the state statute, they copied it, and there were blanks in there that you're supposed to fill in for your town, right? And they never filled in those blanks. So there was like X and Y, like blank numbers in our ordinance that got approved and has been voted in for 20 years. So we fixed those errors. And then it did go out for legal review already. We've had that review back. The previous sewer superintendent looked at it, said it was fine. We then got a new sewer superintendent. They wanted him to take a look at it. But he suggested that one change. So that's where we are at this moment.
So solar's out for legal review and cemetery and sewer will be with select board.
They'll be on the agenda for select.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they're still waiting on the cemetery and planning board ordinance.
Those have gone to the select board. It'll be on their agenda for next week, Thursday.
Okay,
Okay.
along with the sewer.
Yes.
Okay,
Um. So the comprehensive plan.
So
So just-
I'm waiting for my town email. Because you have to, when you go into Rally, you create an account. And I'd rather create that account with the town email address than with mine.
Yep,
But the process to actually set up the calendar and get those QR codes would be an hour's worth of work, or you'd be two tops.
yep,
So I did drop a note to Kathy. She said they were waiting on something.
I saw that.
And I assume that that's a short wait. But if I don't hear back in a week, then I'll ask again.
Yeah, if it's us by Monday, because it'd be nice to, because some of these meetings are.
Yeah,
coming
I
up.
really want to get these out.
By-
We have to get them out in the mail, so I have to do this pre-work, so.
Because
It can get done, so.
you're talking September
Yeah,
13th.
September 13th. So just so you guys know, because it's kind of like we're talking gibberish here. We're working on the town's comprehensive plan, which is a 10-year strategic plan for the town. The last time it was done was 2004. But we've done it every 10 years.
It's time.
Well, we started it in 2020 and then COVID hit. And so we kept going with masks on for a while and then just kind of imploded
Yeah.
for a while. So we now have a full, and we didn't have a full board. So we now have a full board. Things are moving along quite quickly.
Yeah,
And that plan is a pretty exciting, I think it's an exciting document because it really, if it's done right, it can become a great direction of action for the town. And we're at a great threshold, right? Because during the buyout in 2006 and 7, if you guys were here.
No.
That was from
From the-
Flood.
Yeah, right. So we removed a lot of houses off the main street and stuff and that dropped our population. We're now back pre-buyout populations,
what is that population here again?
almost 1,200.
Is it? Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. And if we keep growing at the rate we've been growing the last like 5 years, we'll probably be at 1,500 or 1,800 soon, within my lifetime. Which is a way to.
No, it's.
Yeah, that is.
Well, it is, and then you gotta think about what kind of housing, and do we need to expand water and sewer, and people in town have said for years, like. We've lost what used to be the luster of the town, right? There used to be 3 hotels and an opera house.
Really?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a booming town.
Wow.
You guys all grow up, you didn't grow up, did you?
I did.
I grew up in Jay.
I grew up,
Yeah, okay.
My
I
husband
grew-
grew up here.
Ah.
yeah,
So.
I grew up.
But with even a much lesser population, right? There was all these things, and people said, how do we get those? How do we make
It's
those?
a hotel at.
There was three of them. One was in the corner, I think.
Oh, wow.
They developed
You
it
go to-
on.
Should go to the historical society. They got
I
great,
do, I go over
they
there.
have great
Yeah.
pictures, great pictures.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know,
There was
I've
a-
been in there.
We had
And,
a,
Corn candy.
Robin's usually over there, is it Robin? Yeah, Robin.
Yep, there's a corn canning
Yeah.
factory.
it used to be where Green Brothers is, years ago. That was a corn canning factory,
There's a leather tannery,
a leather
Oh, wow.
tannery,
where the boat landing area is.
print shop.
Yeah, because they probably use the water for.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, there's a giant, there's a fairgrounds, a huge fairgrounds.
Racetrack down Canton.
And a
We
race.
gotta bring all that stuff back.
Well, so this is a
That's the
plan
plan.
to say, how do we get that back? And how do we
Right.
create, and we also have an aging population. Which, you know, we are one. We're all there,
All of
right?
us.
And so
Every day we age.
you can't, you know, municipal costs keep going up.
Mm.
You can't keep charging people more and more and more when you're on a fixed income, as a lot of
Right.
our citizens are. So how do we create new revenue streams for the town that can help offset the rising costs, right? So all that is part of the strategic plan.
Yeah.
So we're pretty excited about that.
That is exciting.
The meetings.
So we're holding public meetings. We want to do 4 of them, right?
Yeah, I got it here.
Yeah, 4 of them, but we're sending out postcards to people coming up saying, these are the 4 topics. You have these 2 dates. Which of these dates is better for you? So we want to find out where we're gonna get the most attendance
Mhm.
at those meetings. So those are coming up starting September 13th.
Oh,
Nice.
will I see that on the page, on the town
Yeah.
page?
We're gonna send
Yeah,
out.
you get a postcard.
postcards.
Oh, to the mailboxes, good.
Yeah,
Oh,
That'll
good.
be
yeah.
so out on social media.
You mean I'll get mail?
There'll be a flyer up in the town office too.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll put
And,
a poster in the town office. We'll put it around in places.
Oh, nice.
It'll have QR codes, right? So you go to meeting 1,
Oh,
open that up on your
gotcha.
phone and pick a date.
So that's what I was talking about is.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
get all that
gotcha,
set up,
gotcha,
so I
gotcha.
have
Oh,
a
yeah.
QR
there's a
code.
lot of prep for it, yeah,
Exactly.
gotcha.
Is it gonna be on, Thursdays or?
No, we have a Sunday or Wednesday option, a Sunday or Wednesday option, a Saturday or Wednesday option, and a Saturday or Sunday option.
And we're avoiding football games.
Yeah, we have.
Patriot days.
Oh.
Not the Patriots schedule and said you can't do it on a
Oh.
Patriots home
Thank
day.
God, yeah.
Right.
Good point.
Nobody will come.
Unless you put the game on.
Unless they put the game on,
Have
they're
food.
Snacks.
Have food and put the game on.
Full house.
Well, we're having food.
We're gonna have food.
Oh, nice.
So the planning board minutes are on the town website, right?
Yep.
And that has our dates and stuff on it too. So you can find them there as well.
Well,
The
you have to
alternate
go dig
dates.
through the minutes,
Yeah,
and these
nobody's
minutes
gonna
that
go
we just
look at
approved
that. You
tonight.
gotta put it in your face.
Well,
It's so good though.
the minutes that we just approved tonight with those dates on there are not there yet.
Oh.
And there's no way for people to go to those dates and tell us which one is better for them.
No, no,
So,
you need
yeah.
the card for that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
once we have like actual dates and can say, meeting 1, here's the topic, here's
Yeah.
the time, here's the place, be there, you know, kind of thing.
Then you can post it.
Then we can make big invites.
Oh, yeah.
So that's exciting.
So
So,
if I don't hear back, what's today? Thursday?
Mhm.
If
I
I don't
have
hear back by like Monday, Tuesday, I will.
yeah,
Okay, and they have a half day on Tuesday, I think. I don't think they work a full day Tuesday. I don't know.
Or-
hold on.
I'll shoot email off Monday evening. And it's just.
Cool. Cool. So I was telling Robin, tomorrow, I just got a new project this night. Josh was like, Monday morning, I was checking these ordinances out, right? I was like, wow, you're being productive. I said, I finished a big project on Friday. I didn't,
Yeah.
I have a new one coming in later this week. I have a window.
So you got a window.
So I was,
Never raise your hand.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
works. It'll come at you again, trust me.
don't worry, it'll die off. Cause I just got an RFP today for something I gotta start on, but tomorrow I'm gonna look at the comp plan draft and spend some more time in that thing, because that was pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure we have enough data now, to update all the inventory pieces. I'm gonna make an updated draft of the, agricultural section. So anyway, I feel like we're making good progress there. If that section, if we feel, I'll send a note to you guys, if we feel like that section is looking pretty good, maybe we make a note to send that to our agricultural friends in town for just any commentary on the inventory section of agriculture. Is
Yeah, that'd be great,
Mhm.
because we haven't gotten that yet.
correct. Maybe that's, we haven't gotten it. All right. What else do we have for today? That's not it. Nope.
Cool.
I'm very excited about our grants.
Yeah,
When do we find out?
I don't know. The 31st, tomorrow is the last day to submit, or today, or today,
Today.
tomorrow.
wow,
So
No.
it is a
Tomorrow.
tomorrow's the 31st.
What is the grant gonna be used for?
For planning.
For planning?
For planning. It's put out by Maine Office of Community
Okay,
Assistance or Affairs, Community Affairs.
Affairs.
main office.
So
of
there's a lot of
community.
scattered organizations all around the state that were doing different work.
Yeah.
And last year, Maine put them all under this MOCA, Maine Office of Community Assistance or Community Affairs, right? So now you go there for all kinds of different help, but it's one webpage with a lot of bullets where you
Yeah.
can find people. So, Maine passed new housing legislation earlier this year. We passed LD
2173.
2173.
What does that mean?
It's, that's the state docket that they voted on. That's a number that was in they voted on,
It's to encourage housing.
right? Because we're at Maine overall has a housing shortage, just like everybody else.
Right, right.
Right? And so they wanted to do things like encourage you to be able to put an in-law suite in your house without having to run into
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
planning
Yeah.
ordinance obstacles,
Right, okay.
right? Or if you could you put in a second unit, could you build a garage with an apartment over top on your house, right? And
Yeah, a lot of people are doing like the granny cabins and.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
So this enables that.
I think that's awesome. We
I
need
think
that.
that's a great idea.
The grant will help us.
Well, we have two things. In the comprehensive plan, there's a whole section on housing,
Yeah.
right? And land use and deciding where do we want to have growth sections in town? Like, how do you get, and we don't have zoning and nobody wants zoning if you ask people.
Mhm.
We don't have zoning,
Mhm.
but we could all together look at maps of certain things and say, hey, this chunk of land over here looks like it could be viable for some growth.
Right.
This chunk over here looks like it could be viable, like,
There's a lot of land around here.
Well, so a lot of that
About
being,
that.
you come out on the back of Jewett Hill Road past the dump, all that land, that was all bought out by FEMA, right? A lot of it. By FEMA?
well, FEMA
Well-
bought the land on 140 going past the school.
Yep.
Going up to it, not even to the railroad tracks, right? You go past the dump road and you take curve around to the left and where the brook crosses under the road, that's where they stopped.
Oh, okay.
So they bought
I
up,
thought it
some-
was over by Crane Brothers too.
right, that's all.
Yeah, she's,
Okay.
So they bought everything on 140, well, not everything, but stuff up
Were there
there.
houses there at one time? Some of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
right?
some
Yeah.
places, yeah,
Yeah,
there was
Yeah.
houses all along
And they
there.
bought
I know there's one spot, you can still see the
foundation.
foundation there. That was looking interested in buying that, but. And I don't think FEMA owns that one. They said, I asked the town, I think somebody in
It's not me.
sorry, I'm
Massachusetts.
like, sorry, I'm trying, just turn it off.
Time to get up.
I don't want to answer. Sorry.
And what's that big old house in the middle of where the rail track goes around? With all the trees going up around, the whole house is run down. What's up with that thing?
Well,
Which one is down?
it's, somebody owned it and didn't sell it, right? You know where he's talking?
If you're going up on 140 on the left,
No,
No, no, it's
no,
on-
he's
No.
on, it's on the dump road, right?
Yeah, right, down to the,
oh, that's a privately held piece of land.
Yeah, somebody owns that privately.
Let it deteriorate.
as I'm saying, it's a terrier. It's like-
Yeah, that's too bad.
Well, by the today, you can't even see the house, the trees are so bad there.
Mm.
Yeah.
But somebody actually owns it?
I don't know who, you can look it up on the tax map.
Right,
They're
right.
online.
It's a nice piece of property.
Yeah, it is.
There was a house when we were dating in 1989, right, coming here, and there was a house on a back road, we'd come past it, and it had this beautiful, like, rounded front window kind of thing, right? And it was clearly unoccupied, and I said to my husband, can we buy that and fix that up, because it was such a pretty architecture. And over the years, it just collapsed.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's sad.
And
Yeah,
it
it
I
is.
said that was a nice house back in the day, if anybody remembers what it looked like.
Yeah.
Wow,
Good.
just sad to see that, because there's such a need, like someone should.
Yeah.
You know,
Someone
that's a heck of a fixer upper that one is, I can tell you that. But
At this point,
just, I'd rip it down and just put something new there, you know?
So in the comprehensive plan, because we're gonna do housing planning as part of that, first just looking at land use to say where should we have development areas? Because you gotta take into account the brooks and the water and traffic and other tracts of land that people don't want to be developed or things that you could be, et cetera. So that's our first
Yeah.
session is gonna be all about the big picture of land use planning. And then we're gonna go to a whole separate section just on housing to look at what kind of styles of housing do people want?
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna do it, there's lots of different variations
Yeah.
you could do. So it'll be interesting to get everybody's
Yeah, that would be.
opinion on that. And then I forget one is then brainstorming on all the other things we'd like to have in town, like, and we did this maybe 5 years ago, and we had a list started, like people want a community center, what about a built-in pool? Like a public
Yeah,
Yeah,
pool, you could go do aquatherapy,
yeah.
you know,
I
what
love
about?
the community center. You could go and exercise and do your stuff.
So
Yeah.
come to the third session.
Yeah.
we will, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's gonna wanna go to that.
I'm
session.
also a disc jockey, so I wanna do something for music.
There you
Yeah.
We
go.
can do like whatever,
Yeah.
exercise, dancercise,
Well, yeah,
something.
Where it's
Yeah.
raining in the snow and.
Mhm.
yeah, and so anyway, that's what these public
That's a nice
centers.
idea. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
But the
Move
grant-
Forward, gotta move forward.
Yeah, so the grant was to help with planning, municipal planning. So housing is a piece of our comp plan, so we're kind of gonna slide some of that money over to help run these sessions that we're doing.
Yeah.
And then we have talked to a consultant who maybe could help us with some of the like housing elements. So we've got a housing and minimum lot size ordinance, we have a cluster housing ordinance, we have,
What is cluster housing ordinance?
well, actually, that's on our agenda for next week. It's an ordinance that allows you to put houses closer than your minimum lot size, but keep corresponding the balance of open space.
Gotcha.
Right? So, and it was designed originally for places where there was ecological problems. Like,
Yeah.
like if you're on the coast and you have a small plot of land on your town that you want to put some housing in, but there's like a marshland or wetland.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So you can't touch the wetland,
Mm-mm.
but could you put your houses closer together
Don't mess with the
and
eco.
correspond that as open space?
Right, yeah.
Right? And there was a lot of towns who were fighting that, like in the 90s, they didn't want that.
Mhm,
So the
mhm.
state kind of mandated a cluster housing ordinance,
Uh,
which we have in town. We've updated it, and that's on my list to get you guys the updated version of that too.
That's for next meeting.
Yeah, cluster housing could be there,
Okay.
and what else did we just say was on the next meeting?
Oh, there it is, commercial ordinance.
No, cluster housing, I think. We've already been through cluster housing. I've got all the notes from our conversations. I just have to.
Junkyard nuisance?
I think we should just stick to comp plan, because I think there's so much on the comp
Okay.
plan,
I do too, we have a lot to do before September.
Mhm.
right?
Um,
But we've
So
done,
you're gonna finish maybe reviewing it tomorrow. You're gonna drop everybody a note after you're done?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go in and look at all the edits after you're done.
okay,
I'm excited, yeah.
so we want to use the grant money for the comprehensive plan and updating some of these ordinances that we think are connected to housing,
mhm,
the new
Yes.
housing laws.
Makes sense.
And if we could get some extra money into the town, use it,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
it's all good.
Are we done with my phone?
Yes, ma'am.
There were a couple of things from, Suzie, what's it? May,
Oh, the things you shared in the email.
there's a lunch and learn. A lunch and learn and,
I've signed up because I didn't cost us anything to sign up for
Right.
lunch and learn. I went to one, I went to one.
making ordinance enactment simple. I wanna go to that one,
When is that one?
August 18th. So we can just sign up for any of those, right?
You can, do you have an MMA account?
I think I
You
do.
do if you went to that training.
I,
So you can go to the
I think I
MMA
do.
website, go click on the link for the,
Yeah.
and just sign
Yeah.
up, since there's no cost. They just send you the meeting link.
You have an MMA account, right?
We all do.
Yeah, we all do.
Okay.
Is it?
MMA is Maine Municipal Association.
Or,
No, that's a Zoom meeting.
oh,
So
okay.
you can just attend it online. It's an hour-long training.
So let me just,
My understanding that. But that other one, that making ordinance enacting ordinances, making it simple.
so I signed up for the,
What about the convention?
I signed up, oh, I already signed up for that. Lunch and Learn Legal Services, 818, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lunch and learn legal services.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna sign up for that one.
Oh,
too.
good. You can go over to my house, we could have lunch and actually pay attention.
Okay.
Right.
Is anybody going to the
I believe that our town clerk and deputy clerk
MMA?
are planning to go because they talked about it at the select board meeting.
I'm looking at the agenda. Is there anything interesting?
I don't know the details. It is, that costs like $120 some to go.
Yeah,
I believe we're sending our town clerk and deputy clerk.
it doesn't really say what's in the sessions.
You could probably go to their website and find out. And I guess.
Okay, they can go to that. All right,
Yeah, but it said complete agenda, it just said breakout topics. but-
all right, it
Say what
doesn't
they
say
were.
what they're talking about in the breakout topics, okay. So check and check, those were the only two, agenda additions, right?
Cool.
All right, are we good?
You guys have anything else you want to add to the agenda? I just want to make sure that you all got the note, that said, they gave us that change between the Monday before select board meeting, you now have to have stuff in on Thursday prior.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that,
Kathy
Okay.
sent the email out.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, nothing new on the charrettes. We're still waiting on postcards.
well, yeah,
Well, Don sent postcard information and a cost. So once we have them.
yeah, once I can
Yeah.
get the email
town email,
and get
yeah.
the calendar thing set up, then we're good to go.
Let me have a good proposal for cost set up for next week. And
Okay.
Josh got his information on how many criers.
Yeah, I saw that, thank you.
And what that cost was, so. So yeah, by next, which is, our next meeting is in two.
All right, so yeah, hopefully by next week I have that done. Early
Yep.
next week.
Cool. So we are meeting next week, the 6th, sorry, guys.
So we're meeting next week.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought we changed that.
Mhm.
Yes, the 6th and the 20th.
Yeah.
Oops. Here's mine. It's not my calendar. Do you want me to send you guys, do you want me to send you, I used to send out the meeting reminder that had all the dates. Like, I sent one for the first Thursday of every month for the whole year, so it was just at least on your calendar as planning board, and I sent one for the third Thursday of every year. But those, I think they've expired. Do you want me to send you new ones?
I have them already.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
So,
So
So next week is, we're doing it, and
on
then
the 6th.
the 6th, and then,
The 20th.
so you were talking about the select board meeting, it's not till the 13th then,
Correct.
right?
Oh, you're right. So, yeah, so they'll have plenty of time to get the sewer ordinance
yeah,
in there. Their meeting is not till the 13th.
That we found in, or Robin found it in the stuff, it's just.
Yeah.
setting up
yeah,
the
you wanna
meeting.
keep a copy so you have it?
Probably should, yeah.
There's one up on the board.
Yeah. It should be the same one, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all about how you're not supposed to talk to us. You can't talk to us,
It's
or we're gonna call the police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And kick you out.
What is that?
So,
It's our.
well,
planning
it's up there on,
board.
I feel like Dr. Fauci's lawyer.
Can't leave the pen.
I don't like that
Really?
document, it's so threatening.
so is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Pertaining
I'm
to
just
town?
curious about the pavement of Jewett Hill Road. That road's a mess.
I think it's next
And
year.
everybody's just tearing it up like.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're doing that.
Burning
They're like
rubber.
burning
Well-
rubber, the road
Well, I
looks
understand why they're
terrible.
doing it.
I know who that is.
Yeah, I do too.
But-
It's Brady Adams, yeah. Well, he's the new one.
Mm.
So
He used to be in front of the little plants all the time.
I was thinking they doing it just so they could push to get it done. I mean, I don't know.
I know they've been putting the new
culverts.
culverts in, we know
Generally,
that.
that's what you do. You replace the culverts first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Like
think
everybody's
is gonna be happening. so.
So maybe next year.
Yeah.
So if you look at the video from last week's select board meeting, they discussed that and
Yeah.
I made a decision. I don't know what the decision
Okay.
He's
is.
get on the, I'm trying to get on the old
On
videos.
YouTube?
I used to
It's on
watch them all the
YouTube.
time, cause I work nights and sometimes I would pull on at night, but.
Mhm.
YouTube and search for
Like,
town.
I just try to get back on the meeting now and it wouldn't let me back on. You have to like
All
put me back
these
in.
videos will come up.
Okay, she just said YouTube.
YouTube and search for town of Canton.
Okay,
And then you gotta
you'll
find
it.
the right
When I check out the town of Canton, it gives me Canton, Ohio.
Yeah, you gotta.
And it's,
pick up
it's very
Yes.
involved.
And
Yeah,
I
it's
saw-
Canton, Massachusetts.
Yeah, yeah, they're all.
You'll see a little
Yeah.
icon there, that's like our town icon,
Oh,
put
okay.
on the top of all of our documents.
Mhm.
So you click on that one.
I think I can't read it comes right up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Cool, so next week is the select board meeting or?
No, because we met late this month because of the 4th of July.
Oh, okay.
So it's not.
You guys will be here next week.
Right.
So the 13th.
I'll bring chicken wings next week, okay? I make the best thing, that's my dog, you know?
Next.
Yep,
Well, listen, I wanna thank you guys for
yeah.
doing what you do
Yeah,
for the town here, cause it's very important, I just wanna come down and just see what's going on.
Yeah.
We love it.
Here in
We
the
never
town.
have anybody here, so we're
Yeah.
so excited to have you.
Oh, well, good.
Back
I'll
again.
come when I can, yeah.
I'll come when I can.
All
We
right.
used for mirrors tonight because you were here.
No fighting, you didn't fight or argue, that's great.
Yeah, that.
We don't ever do that.
I move that we adjourn.
Second it.
All in favor?
Okay.
I'm good with that too.
Sorry, I got to rent
6:50.
today.
Okay.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. I mean,
Yeah.
You did sign in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
Oh, yes,
I
good,
got
Good.
That was nice to meet you.
Thank you, Josh. See you soon, all right? All right, yeah.
Yeah, it's thanks, guys.
If you want, Karen.
I could find that.
So it's one of these houses. Tomorrow, like, gotta calm down first. Next month, we'll start
Down there.
giving me some breathing right now. I'll give you a text like.
Like trying to find me?
Well, my husband was asking me like who you were, and I said, oh, I'm one of these houses.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on the weather.
is it the reddish orange?
You guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
About
fence.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
My life is starting to calm down, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love
My
to.
life
I've heard their
is
names.
singing.